How's it going, boys? Welcome back to another video. And today, it's a pretty calm day. Everyone's relaxed, having a fun time in Dota. So we're gonna do a Slardar guide. And due to not really popular request, but someone said they want a Slardar guide, and I'm just like, huh, interesting. Might as well do a Slardar guide. Am I right, guys? Am I right, boys? So yeah, let's just hop right into a Slardar guide. Now, Slardar is probably one of the more interesting offlaners. And why do I say this? Slardar is very unique. There are certain games where Slardar can be the most devastating hero in Dota. He used to be just completely fucking broken. But there are situations where Slardar is just completely fucking useless. Now, Slardar is a giant fish, okay? And one thing I know about Slardar is that he works better in water. So kind of like, Slark in a way, but even more so. He runs really fast in water. He has a shit ton of stuns and most importantly, corrosive haze. I think they actually nerfed it and then they buffed it again. So this used to be like -8 armor, but then they realized that it just made Slardar too weak, so they added it back, I'm pretty sure. So this is essentially Slardar, guys. So first, the speed part is only like, that's not really important. Before we get into anything, I want to get into, the little technical stuff about Slardar. Number one, when you have to play Slardar, you have to realize that Slardar, all of his damage is physical, okay? His right clicks are physical. This does no damage. His slithering crush is actually physical damage, not magic, but physical. His bash of the deep, which does bonus damage, which is also physical, which is not magical. And the most important part is that everything and anything is amplified by the ultimate, which reduces the enemy's armor. Now, if you know one thing about reducing armor is that it increases all of the physical damage. Means all of your abilities do more damage now. So, just for the sake of it, I want to use his Immortal. Yeah, we're going to use this because I want to be cool. Okay, so that's that. Just to give you like a brief, a different matchup. Let's say Sand King, his stun is magic damage. Even Sven, as someone who does a lot of physical damage, his stun is magical damage. As you can see, damage type magical. A lot of people don't realize that, man. Faceless Void, despite him doing a lot of physical damage, his bash does magical damage, okay? It does the bonus damage proc does magic. Slardar's is all physical. It's pretty unique in a way. Just like Timbersaw, people might question why does Timbersaw do so much damage? Because all his damage are pure. All of his damage is pure. He does 0 physical or magic damage. Every single one of his damage is pure damage. Means that he's just going to strictly kill everything. Right? People don't understand that. Now, if you know one thing about magic damage is that it scales based on spell amp. And physical damage scales based on armor. Which is why your amp is so important. So, so once we get that out of the way, I will give you guys a basic rundown of Slardar's abilities. So, there's 2 ways to play Slardar. Essentially, the Q you're never going to get in lane because it's just kind of fucking garbage. There's way better abilities. There's either Bash of the Deep or Slithering Crush. So, well, actually, I have to talk about the matchups because it actually completely depends on what kind of matchup you're up against where you pick these abilities. Now, here's the thing about Slardar, guys. Slardar is good against any hero that can, 1, not dispel Corrosive Haze, or 2, not give a shit about Corrosive Haze. What do I mean by this? So if you can see, Corrosive Haze is a -10 armor at level 6. Now, any hero that has less than 10 armor at level 6, which is basically every single strength carry in the game, besides DK. Even DK that would be pretty fucking hard for DK to handle. Any single strength hero in the game and any single intel hero in the game, okay? You cannot survive a fucking corrosive haze, slithering bash, slithering crush, and another bash. You just fucking die. So so outside of that, the other thing you guys gotta understand is that if you can dispel it. So what hero is Slardar kind of bad against? So Slardar is bad against, you know, obviously like Terror Blade, because he has a lot of armor. He has 8.7 armor to begin with, and by the time you guys are both level 6, he probably has like what, like 12, 15, even like a shit ton of armor. So your ultimate is not that effective against them. The other one is heroes with evasion. So like Troll Warlord. Now you gotta understand, Troll Warlord, he has high armor because of the Berserker's Rage. Now they did nerf this, which it gives him less armor, but it's still like a decent amount of armor, right? And he can skill this if he's against you. And evasion, which is also huge, because Slardar needs to hit you to deal damage to you. So even if you don't have the best armor in the game, but if you have a lot of evasion, you're really good against Slardar. Or heroes that can dispel it. So, you know, Dark Pact, Enrage, and, you know, obviously like PL, because Slardar just doesn't do shit to PL, or Naga Siren for that matter. Because one, you can dispel it, and two, they're both agi heroes with high armor. And Slardar cannot clear illusions. The only way he can is with this shit, and this does like absolutely nothing to illusions, so I'll just show you the math. This is Naga Siren level 1, by the way. She's just gonna do this, and then you're gonna get this, and you're gonna go like, whoop. Yeah, that doesn't do anything, huh? Does it? It's all physical damage. So yeah, you don't really do too much against illusions, as you can see. But here's the thing about Slardar, is that Slardar, if you're up against a really favorable matchup, you're very, very strong. If you're up against the Wraith Kings, fucking Safeling Svens, Safeling Alchemist, you can completely shit on. Safeling Bristleback, Safeling Lifestealer. What other Safelingers? I'll say Juggernaut is like 50-50. Faceless Void is not really good against you either. Drow Ranger, it really depends on how you play the lane, because she could potentially fuck you over. Slardar is pretty good against PA and lane. He's decently against like a lot of these heroes that counter, let's say like a Bristleback, because you know Monkey King, Ursa. Slardar just does too much damage, man. He can just man up to you and chase you down and kill you. He's pretty good against like invisible heroes like Ricky. He's really good against, because he can just fucking corrosive haze you and just kill you. He's really good against like Weaver, Spectre. Anti-Mage, you're very, very good against Anti-Mage, because you don't actually need mana, right? Against Anti-Mage, you just want to use up all your mana, and then you can just right-click him and just kill him. Kind of like the way how Legion works. Like, she doesn't need mana to actually fight. You know, basically every hero that's not an illusion hero with high armor, right? He's good against a lot of heroes. I would say, let's see, okay, Luna he's good against. Ricky he's good against. Faceless Void he's good against. What else is there? PL not good against. Arc Warden he's like okay, right? Medusa's pretty good against in the early game, but as the game goes on it gets a little bit harder. Slark not really good against. Ursa is like 50-50. Wraith King he's really good against. Yeah, a lot of these carry heroes. Gyro he's pretty good against. Yeah. So if you're up against a hero, if you're in a lane that you can fight into, you kind of want to just get Bash to the Deep. Why? Because you can just come here and just last hit some creeps and save up your Bash. So what you're doing is that you're just last hitting some creeps, right? You're using it to last hit. You can either use this, so it doesn't actually stack on your denies. You can either use this to secure last hits like this, or you can just get some little Bash points here, and then... By the way, denies don't count, so you're free to use. And then you can just walk up to the enemy, bash, stun, hit them again. Actually, I think you can do it 3 times. Let me see. Well, once you get this higher level, you can, because the bash duration increases. So let's say you also... This also very depends on your scaling. I'll say generally you're gonna go either 2-1, 2-1, or 1-2. So you want to either max out Slithering Crush or Bash of the Deep. Now this is a little bit complicated, you know, it kind of depends. I'll just give you guys a brief summary here. If you're up against a anti-mage, you want to max out, you know, Bash of the Deep. But you want to get 2 points in Slithering Crush first, because you want to use up all your mana and just be done with it. You want to spam this so you have no mana, so you can't like burn mana from you, because when he burns mana he does bonus damage. If you're up against illusion heroes, you might want to max out this, because you know, like the thing about Slithering Crush is that once you're at level 7, there's like this one point of time where you can actually clear illusions efficiently, kind of, with just Slithering Crush, because at that time the illusions are kind of weak, right? So there is a time where you can actually kill illusions fairly easily with just your second ability. Now it's a very small AoE, and it's not like, it's not really effective later on in the game, but there is a point where it's like semi-effective, okay? But against heroes like Wraithgang and whatnot, you know, the sweet spot I found is like maybe 1 point to 2 points in this, because there is a slow duration, which is pretty good. And you want to max out your bash, because the bonus damage on that shit is really good. Now you do want to get at least 1 point in this, because you get really fast, especially in the water, man. You're like, I play Lycan and I can't fucking catch up to a Slardar with just phase boost and guardian sprint in the river. Like, he actually becomes fucking Sonic in the river. It's insane. So yeah, always use the river to your advantage, guys. Always. So you're kind of gonna go like this, okay? This is your normal build if you're trying to go for a kill build. So the kill build is like this. So you don't have to max this out. You can go like 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and that's fine too as well. But you want to max out your bash first if you're in the advantage lane. So, you know, let's say there's a Wraith Dog, fucking Wraith King, the absolute worst fucking laner in the game. Well, not the worst laner, but you see, you're level 8, this Wraith King. You go up to him, boop, 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 he's just dead. Yeah, very easy. Well, obviously you're level 8, he's level 1, but you guys know the deal. You just kill him. He can't do nothing, guys. He has 0 armor. Against the Naga Siren, who's also like, let's say if the Naga Siren is level 7, okay, let's level up the enemy 2 more times. Level 9 Naga Siren, no items. Let's say she has some illusions. So as you can see, she can dispel your Corrosive Haze. But even if you use it on her, she still has 1 armor. Like, yeah, that's a lot, but compared to something like a Wraith King, like, let's say the Wraith King is, you know, let's level him up, okay? Level up enemy. As the Wraith King's like level 9. The Wraith King has 4 armor, okay? So you're literally killing this guy so much more faster. Look at that bash damage. Okay, you're literally killing his ass. With the Naga Siren though, it's kind of like the bash damage does a decent amount, but you can just dispel it. But there is a point where if you max out your Slithering Crush, you can like you still can't really deal with illusions. But again, this is at max level illusions, and she is level 15. So there is a point where you do decent amount of damage to them. After that, for the talents, you want to go 20 damage because the 7 HP regen doesn't do shit. Here, if you, I would say the bash damage is almost always better, especially if you're ahead. It just does so much damage. Now the 25 HP could be the deal breaker too, because you can survive some very close calls. I'll say I take the bash damage. 25% lifesteal is absolutely useless, so you take the Corrosive Haze armor because more this armor subtraction. And yeah, against here, you take Corrosive Haze undispellable every time because it's completely broken. Okay, anyone who used to counter you doesn't counter you anymore because they can't fucking dispel it. Boom, and you always take the -4 armor. And can you dispel it with BKB? You can't even fucking dispel it with BKB. Yeah, that is absolutely broken. Holy shit. Look at Naga just dying to you like that. That is pretty insane. Okay, so you take the left talent almost all the time. As for the items, you can go power treads for last hitting, or for faster attack speed, or if you want to be cheeky, you can go phase boost and just run even faster than you already are. You're literally Sonic, moving at maximum speed. But I think you can still do that with treads. Yeah, you can still do that with treads. It's kind of useless. You can move through units, but you can already with this, so I would say treads is always better because more attack speed. Bracer just gives you a shit ton of damage, as we all know. Bracer is just damage and everything that you need ever as a Slardar. This is obviously needed, Quelling Blade. And then you can go for something like a wand. Now, here's where it gets tricky. It's either Blink Dagger or it's something like an Echo Saber and Halberd. Sometime it could be Solar Crest or Vlad's. How do you know when to buy these items? I'll give you a brief summary. If you need to fight early, okay, you're going Blink Dagger. If your team needs someone to go in, you're going Blink Dagger. You're going double Bracer, Treads, and Blink Dagger. Because you need to be tanky for the Bracer and you need to go in, okay? Don't be a pussy when you're playing Slardar. If you're playing Slardar, you're making fucking Midas Echo Saber, just literally kill yourself. You're not playing Slardar, you're playing Anti-Mage. Yeah, don't play Slardar if you're gonna buy Echo Saber and Midas, okay? I've seen Slardar who buy Midases. I don't know why. Why would you buy a Midas if you're ahead in the lane? If you just buy a Blink Dagger, you can kill almost anyone on the map, okay? And you need to kill people, because here's the thing about Slardar. He doesn't push towers, guys. Slardar is the worst tower pusher in the game. Sometimes if you force the enemy out of lane, you literally have to just like farm statically. Because you can't push towers. Let's see, Tidehunter can cut waves. Even a fucking Pudge can cut waves. Bristleback can. Centaur can. Doom is probably like next up as bad as Slardar, but he still can because of Scorched Earth. DK can push very well. Legion can even. Lycan, Magnus can. Mars. Like, Slardar is the worst lane shoving hero and tower hitting hero in the entire game. Next up to like fucking Night Stalker. Even Night Stalker is better than you at hitting towers with his ultimate. So yeah, because this doesn't work on towers. So here's the hard part. If you feel like you don't really need a Blink Dagger, or if you feel like it's not necessary for you to go Blink this game, like, or if you feel like it's too early, you could go Echo Saber. It's a good mana item and whatnot, so it's like absolutely fine. The second option to not go Echo Saber is to go Vlad's. So let's say if you have a Ursa safe laner and you have like a mid lane TA, right? Both TA and Ursa likes lifesteal, but they don't want to build lifesteal, right? Ursa doesn't want to just build a Morbid Mask because it's kind of like 900 gold salve. You might want to build a Vlad's for him, right? Or if you have like a Dusa or something, if you just want more armor reduction, you could go for the Solar Crest. So this is like subtract 30 armor here. Or if you're feeling cheeky, you know, you can build this to Roche. And Roche will die in like 1 second, by the way. Literally, Roche will die in 1 fucking second. Yeah. After that, you could go AC. Or probably BKB. Probably BKB third item. You're going to go Blink Dagger for sure almost every game. And then you can either go for something of the other sorts, and then the rest is very situational, and you just go BKB because you're gonna need it. You're not gonna make a pipe, okay? Because just like how I always say, Night Stalker Slardar needs to hit people. If you're playing fucking Underlord, your whole job is to drop your fucking little net and your Q, and your job is done. You can go fuck up right off. No one would care. Bristleback is like the same thing, okay? They deal damage by staying alive. Okay, Bristleback will deal damage by living. Necro will deal damage by living. Centaur will basically deal damage by living. Sand King needs to press spells. Mars needs to press spells. But here's the thing. Tempest needs to press spells. But Slardar and Night Stalker actually needs to hit people, man. If you want to hit people, you need a BKB, or else you can't hit people. And you're useless without hitting people. Okay, if you have a fucking pipe on Slardar, you're just going to walk in and just do nothing and die. So get a BKB. What does this do? Corrosive haze for 5 seconds. Huh, this is actually kind of cool. Maybe it's useful. Could be useful, actually. I'm not saying it's bad. It's definitely interesting. But yeah, the Aghanum sometimes can be very strong as well. Because guys, here's the thing about the Ags. HP regen, bonus armor, status res. What else can you ask for, bro? You're literally a walking river. And this is how you like guard an area. You just stay in here and you're good. And you are good to go, my friend. You can tank, you can survive everything. It's actually very cool. Wait, does this give him the armor, the regen? Oh, it does. Wow. Yeah, I'll say the Aghanums is definitely a buy, guys. So yeah, this could be a pretty good Slardar combo here. Yeah, that's basically it. Damn, this video was so good, guys. If you don't think this is the best fucking Slardar guy in the world, you're definitely wrong, my friend. This is the best Slardar guy you will ever fucking know, and you will become a Slardar god. Just understand that you don't push towers, you need to kill people. You need to put pressure on the map. Do not overextend yourself, and you can die very easily with Guardian Sprint on, and you're not really tanky. Okay, you are tanky, but you're not that tanky. But once you have a BKB, you're most of the time you're gonna be okay. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out Twitch, check out Discord, check out the Patreon, check out anything and everything, boys. Have a very nice day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.